Joining me now to discuss, Hillary Fordwich, the president of Strellmark LLC, business development consultants, and we also have Stephen Moore, Trump's senior economic advisor and the author of Trumponomics. Good to see you both on this Thursday evening here. Hillary, I'm going to start with you. Talk to me about this housing plan that Kamala Harris just announced. Okay, 3 million new homes, a ton of tax credits for the builders. Going to be really hard for the middle America, the middle class people to get involved with this, I would assume. Say they wanted to be builders, get involved in these tax credits. What's going on here?
Well, yes, government programs don't normally work. You can just go to your local DMV to see that. If you want what's happening in California, then you'd vote for those policies. And by the way, you were talking earlier about her being the most liberal senator. Well, actually, it was GovTrack actually ranked her as the most liberal senator,
That's
and
right.
then they put that down. But in terms of her policies, you only have to look at what's happening right now. The bellwether state is Michigan. Look at Michigan. Stellantis just let go of 2,500 people. Those come from policies that were government mandates in terms of the EV purchases. The EV purchases have come from China, and they have put American auto workers out of business. Those were government programs. You point me to a government program, Bob, I'll turn it the other way, and I'll show you one that doesn't work because you can't find one.
Yeah, none of it seems too good, especially what they build. It looks like crap. Stephen, I want to talk about this. Biden-Harris, they got together today for their first appearance since Biden was shoved off the ticket. They spoke about lowering the cost of health care. While they did, I was actually doing my show at 2 o'clock when this happened. The GOP leadership, they put out a statement accusing Harris of price fixing, something that is done in socialist countries. Here's what they wrote. Make no mistake, price fixing has failed in every sector and in every country where it has ever been tried. Stephen, why do I get the gist that everything that's coming through is just big government, and now they're really trying to get into every sector at this point? Am I wrong?
You know, I was paying attention to these proposals that apparently are going to be unveiled tomorrow. There have been a lot of press reports about the price controls and the 3 million homes that apparently the government's going to buy and all of these things. And, you know, it reminded me of what Ronald Reagan said so famously when he ran against Jimmy Carter. And this is what Trump should say. Government is not the solution. Government is the problem. Remember when he said that?
Big time.
And it was so true then, and it's so true now. Kamala, we don't need more government programs. We have plenty of them. You guys have blown away $6 trillion. You bankrupted our country, and you want another $1 trillion of new spending. I mean, this is something that will bankrupt our country. And I think that the voters are wise enough to know that. You know, the average American today is about $2,000 poorer than when Biden came into office. And if I were Trump, you know, I've told Trump, just stick with that. Are you better off than you were 4 years ago? No. Very few Americans are. The very rich are, but most middle-class Americans aren't.
Yeah.
One other quick point. You know, the recent poll showed 60% of Americans think America's in a recession right now.
Yep.
Now, the media's been saying, oh, these are stupid Americans, don't they understand? But if you're losing money and you can't pay your bills, you're in a recession.
Yep, that's it. It feels like a recession. Technically, maybe not yet, but you make less. Even before the pandemic, if you got paid more, we have data on that. We're going to share a little bit later. Hillary Fordwich, Stephen Moore, we appreciate you both coming on.